Cult of the Lamb starts with you, a lamb, about to be mercilessly sacrificed. That is until a dragon shows up and... wait, wrong game. I mean, until you get saved by someone who can only assume is a Satan wannabe. In exchange for your second chance at life, you have to start a cult. So now you're out to get your revenge on the 4 bishops who wanted you dead in a roguelite, action adventure, and in between returning to a base camp to gain permanent upgrades and further expand on your satanistic cults. That is a very brief explanation of this game, but of course looking at it this way you're missing the bigger picture. See, some people may come from Binding of Isaac, Enter the Gungeon, Hades, and even Dead Cells, which is understandable, but I feel like a lot of these people are gonna be rather disappointed. The gameplay loop is going into an area, collecting resources and recruiting cultists, then return to your base to manage your very own cult, which consists of cooking food, expanding, and collecting an abundance of your cultists' excrement, shit, poop, and feces. If you are the type of person who likes this part of the game, well then you're missing out on a ton of what makes Cult of the Lamb unique. The gameplay overall is kinda like a dumbed down Hades. You can dodge roll, swing your sword in a short combo, cast a spell, which you can find improvements / iterations on, and Cult of the Lamb has all that basic stuff, merchants, buffs, bosses, decent enemy variety, and it is a good introduction for someone who may be interested in the roguelite genre, but if you're all about getting into dungeons, trying new builds and cool combinations, dying, and then quickly as possible return and try again, then unfortunately Cult of the Lamb may be too slow or too dull gameplay wise compared to the other games that focus solely on replaying dungeons over and over. Okay, so who is this game made for? And what exactly is the game's focus? What a good specific pair of questions you have. One of the games I near instantly thought of whilst playing this was Stardew Valley, which has taken my favorite parts out of it and put into Cult of the Lamb. Specifically the owning a farm and trying to improve on it, and exploring the mines. Similarly, you have in this case a cult, which you manage and improve on to increase stats and items to become stronger for when you venture out. And I think this combination works so damn well. I, for instance, in these types of games, have the tendency to play a couple runs and quickly get in a spiral of restarting if the run isn't going optimally. Cult of the Lamb avoids this by having you take breathers in between your dungeon runs to attend to your cult. And when both things are going good, then it's addictive as hell. I honestly love this gameplay loop, and I'm surprised we haven't seen any other games that attempt to combine the addicting one more day type of farm management reminiscent of Stardew Valley and the one more run type like Binding of Isaac. Okay, last couple of things I want to add because I couldn't find a place for it anywhere else is that there's also a fishing minigame that initially made me think of Stardew Valley, that unlocks one of the most absurd items in the game. There's also a simplistic little dice game which is kind of fun. Oh, and the game is supposedly really short, but in-game it has a roadmap that alludes to there being free updates, which I hope means more playable content and definitely some bug fixes. I managed to get softlocked several times during my first 2 hours, which had me restarting dungeon runs. Okay, well that's it, see ya.